Okay, we're just going to do a simple exercise with sets, and we're going to create a class called aSet. And it has a single attribute, which is the set. And when you create an object like this, you're going to initialize it to the empty set. So there are three methods in addition to the init method. Add adds a value to the set, discard removes a value from the set, and display prints the contents of the set. Okay, so go ahead and set that up, and well, you'll need to pause the video while you do that. Okay, let's take a look at the way I did it. So here's the init, and it just sets the set to be equal to the empty set, which is just set followed by parentheses. Then we have add. It's self.the_set.add of value. .add is, of course, a method of set. And discard is self.the_set.discard of value. And display is simply print self.theset. Okay, so take a look at that, make sure you've got it all right, and then we'll proceed. Okay, so let's go on. So I want you to verify that the set is being initialized properly and that the add and remove methods are working. Okay, so go ahead and create an example of your own to verify all of that. And of course, pause the video while you do that. It'll probably take you something like, probably less than 5 minutes. But pause the video while you're working on it. Okay, let's take a peek at what I did. So I created something called set_1 is equal to aSet, set_1.display, and I just get the empty set. That's the result of set_1.display. Then what did I do? I added the member 5, and then I added a member, the character A, and then I did a display. And here is the member A and the member 5. And the last thing I did was to discard the 5 and then display the set again, and this is what I've got. Okay, so everything worked. So take a few minutes to look at this and make sure that your example agreed with kind of what I did. Okay, let's go on. I want you to add many values. Create a list of 10 items and add them to set_1, and then verify that you succeeded. Okay, so create your list and then add all the things in the list to the set and then display it. And we'll pause the video so that you can do the work without having to work over my voice. Okay, let's take a look. So I created a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the letters A, B, C, D, E. and then I looped through the list, and every time I found something in the list, I added it to the set. So there is set_1.display, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, DEABC. Notice that, of course, things do not necessarily appear in the set in the same order that you put them in, because remember, there is no such thing as order in sets. Okay, so maybe you want to pause while you look at this. Okay, let's go on. So I want you to create a subclass, okay, inheritance, in which all members must be integers. Do a bit of Google research on the function isInstance, and you'll have to pause the video while you go do that, and then come back and let's look at how I go about defining this set. So yeah, you pause the video, right? Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the way this is done. So here's the class int set of a set, and note that I didn't even define an init method, but I did define an add, and this adds value to the set. And when can you add a value? And here's the way the isInstance function works. This will be true if the thing in value is a member of int. If it is an int, then you add it to the set. Okay? Take a careful look at that and make sure you understand how it works. Okay, on we go. So I want you to create the object int1 as a member of the class. Try to add a list of integers and other values, and then verify that it worked. Okay? So pause the video, go ahead and do that, and then we'll take a look. Okay, let's take a look. So I created int1 as a member of the class intSet, and then I took the previous list that I created, which contained both integers and letters, and I added all of those things, or I attempted to add all of those things, and then I called int_1.display, and I got just the integers in that list. Note that the code that I used to implement the add method successfully eliminated all of the non-integers from what was in a_list. Okay, so that concludes this video.